movie.
Yeah, it's like, have you ever tried to watch like Friday or something on like TNT or like Step where you're like, this shit sucks.
BT.
Baby boy, you're like, what's up, motherfucker? And you're like, that's stupid. And then they cut out certain scenes and shit, and you're like, they blur out titties, and you're like, I want to see them titties.
Yeah, fucking Tyrese's mom's fucking titties and shit. She was getting smashed that movie.
Hey, Melvin was fucking packing that shit out.
One of my favorite scenes that I know, I'm like,
he chokes his ass out.
I'm like, I know I'll never be able to do this, but I just love watching it when like Melvin is smashing Tyrese's mom, and he's like carrying her and like smashing her across the bed, like, and then he's just going across the camera like smashing her. I'm like, damn, that's a real gangster shit right there.
Hey, that's some shit. Ving Rhames, and then he was in Chuck and Larry. And now pronounced Chuck and Larry.
Ving Rhames.
You ever seen that movie?
No, but Ving Rhames, his best
he's
movie.
Gay in that shit.
His best movie of all time is Baby Boy. I don't care what nobody says.
Well, that shit, like, I think BET stands for Baby Boy Entertainment Television.
You're talking about bad baddie, bad baby, bad baddie.
Baby, whatever.
She doesn't even like do videos. She doesn't get fucked. She just.
But that's what I mean. If she
does lingerie, and then she made like 50 mil.
If she did that, Shakira could for sure do that.
Would you look at her somewhere different if Shakira did that?
No, I'd look at her better.
Me too.
I'd love her more.
Shakira, just do it. We're not gonna stop loving you.
Can you imagine how that feels? If you're like inside her and she's just like snap your dick off.
Starts like jerking your shit sideways.
I feel like it's probably so good you can't nut. Like probably frustrating. Like you want to nut, but she just keeps shaking the nut back into your dick, and you're like, oh God. Oh.
Well, for a long time, she was boyfriend with one of the most famous soccer players in the world.
She was boyfriend with some. The fuck kind of remedial ass sentence was that?
I'm telling you,
she was boyfriend with.
Her boyfriend was one of the most famous soccer players in the world, and then one day she decided to like dump him, and then
she was cheating.
Her fucking DMs just got flooded. Just imagine a girl on top, and then she starts hitting the Shakira. Ka, ka, ka. You're nutting automatic.
But like I said, maybe she pushes it back in. She does some crazy witchcraft with her hip movement. She Kegels for sure. She does Kegels.
You know what? She's Argentinian.
She's gonna do a lot of Kegels in fucking jail.
She's Argentinian. I don't trust her all the way.
But she says she's taking it to court. She said, I'll have my day in court. Watch this bitch get like 15 years. And you're like, oh, you should have took the settlement.
But who is she evading taxes from? What government?
Spain.
Okay. I'll go against Spain, but I'm not going against the American government. The American government is like 95% undefeated.
That's gangster. Oh, speaking of gangsters, I just watched more movies. I just rewatched Goodfellas for the first time in a while.
Ooh. R.I.P. to
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta, dog.
There's someone else. Wasn't there? Oh, no. Was there someone else in that movie that just passed away?
Yeah,
too?
the little guy. His big homie.
It wasn't Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci didn't pass away?
No. It was somebody else.
Oh, the Godfather guy.
Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, I was just scrolling through and I was
explain to me, because I have a specific memory when I saw the Goodfellas.
I've never seen The Godfather.
Where did you watch the Goodfellas at, and where were you?
At my house.
I watched that shit on TNT on a Saturday.
Yeah, I don't remember the first time I saw Goodfellas. I just remember I've seen it. Then I was like going through shit trying to watch something and it popped up and I was like, fuck, I haven't watched this movie in forever. And it was one of those ones where you like rewatch it, but it kind of feels like the first time you watch it again because I just haven't seen it in so long.
You know what it is? Me, as a person who's like born in 1990, the first time I watched the Goodfellas, usually when I used to watch it consistently, is I would watch it and then it'll be on TNT USA Network and then commercial.
Yeah, but watching those movies on network television or cable sucks.
Yeah, because you got to go take a shit, come back, get a snack, and then you.
But not even that. They just edit out certain shit.
Yeah, you can't say bad words.
You can't say bad words.
But then once when I was like 23 or 24, I got to see like the entirety of it without any interruptions. I'm like, oh, this is a different movie.
Yeah, it's like, have you ever tried to watch like Friday or something on like TNT or like Step where you're like, this shit sucks.
BT.
Baby boy, you're like, what's up, motherfucker? And you're like, that's stupid. And then they cut out certain scenes and shit, and you're like, they blur out titties, and you're like, I want to see them titties.
Yeah, fucking Tyrese's mom's fucking titties and shit. She was getting smashed that movie.
Hey, Melvin was fucking packing that shit out.
One of my favorite scenes that I know, I'm like,
he chokes his ass out.
I'm like, I know I'll never be able to do this, but I just love watching it when like Melvin is smashing Tyrese's mom, and he's like carrying her, like smashing her across the bed, like, and then he's just going across the camera, like smashing her. I'm like, damn, that's a real gangster shit right there.
Hey, that's some shit. Ving Rhames, and then he was in Chuck and Larry. Now pronounced Chuck and Larry.
Ving Rhames.
You ever seen that movie?
No, but Ving Rhames, his best
he's
movie.
Gay in that shit.
His best movie of all time is Baby Boy. I don't care what nobody says.
Well, that shit, like, I think BET stands for Baby Boy Entertainment Television.
Also, The only movie I ever saw with Snoop Dogg in it where I believed his character was Baby Boy.
You didn't believe him in Bones?
Fuck no.
What about Soul Plane, bro? You didn't believe in Soul Plane?
Fuck no. Any other movie I ever seen, even in a skit on Instagram, every time I see fucking Snoop Dogg, fake ass acting, really bad, like no timing.
What was that one movie with the
in Baby Boy, Snoop Dogg killed that shit.
What was that one movie? God damn it, I'm blanking out. The Wash.
No.
The Wash.
Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, worst actors of all time.
That shit is hilarious. Fucking Eminem is that crazy fucking fuck you. Damn, I ain't seen that movie.
When that movie came out, all my homies are like, "You haven't seen The Wash? You haven't seen The Wash?" I'm like, "No, who's? Oh, it's Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. You gotta watch it."
I miss those kind of movies.
And then I watched it. I'm all like, "These fools are horrible actors."
Oh, fuck. What was that one movie with Beanie Siegel and Kevin Hart?
Street
Soldier, right?
Yeah,
yeah. Like it's just I miss those kind of movies. It's one movie that's just random as shit called Chat Room. Was fucking great. I love that movie. It's just funny as fuck. Like these guys fucking, they have like a bet who has the baddest bitch on their fucking 10-year reunion and shit. And then these three dudes, these three friend groups, like these guys, they don't fucking have any girls. So they go to like chat rooms to go find these hot bitches. One of them goes on a date with this sexy ass pretty girl. And then he's pissing. He's like, "Hey, oh, we gonna fuck. Okay, let me go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." He's pissing at the urinal. And then the girl he's on the date with comes up next to him. She starts pissing on the urinal. And he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What the fuck?" And then, and there was some dude that was like, he was in the bet, but like his chick was just bad as fuck. And he's all rich now. He's coming back. He's like, "Hey, boys, you remember that bet? Yada, yada, yada." Someone like took the $100 they invested, or they put in the bet and invested it. Now it's like $10,000. And then so fucking spoiler alert, whatever, fuck you. They fucking come back and they're like, I guess you win. Like your girl's the hottest. And then some dude comes up and goes, wait. So his chick, the guy who won, his chick is that tranny girl that was being. He goes, she got a dick. Like, hey, she's not even a chick. And then she was like, oh, I thought you liked that shit. I thought you liked that dick. And he was like, no. Yeah, shit like that. Just those old, funny, like fucking straight to DVD movies. I saw you go to GameStop and they're in the $5 little bundle,
or when you go to Walmart and they're like the 50 cents pile. In the
middle,
middle,
like that shit. Right, like I like those movies. The movies are fun.
I like it. Like I never been to Thailand or China or whatever, where like they have these like whatever. Anyways, but I saw a clip on TikTok where like they're in Thailand. You get all these massages for real cheap, right? Real cheap. You go to Thailand and get a massage for real cheap. There's this one white boy, fucking corn-fed big white boy, starts macking at this one little girl out here promoting massages, and he's out trying to, hey,
she got a dick.
Let's go upstairs. And then someone's recording like low key in the back, and he goes, okay, but I'm a something boy. I'm a girl boy.
You call them lady boys or something?
I'm a lady boy. And he goes, what do you mean? She goes, well, over here in Thailand, we have to let you know before you take up the stairs that I used to be a boy.
Yeah, but they'll probably get killed.
Because for sure, some white boy found out that he fucked the boy and then like
probably did some fuck shit.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. You for sure should let me know. But also like when you out there in like Thailand, like that's what they're like known for.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if I go to Thailand, I'm not fucking. Like whatever. I'm just gonna go, enjoy, have a good time. I'm not fucking nobody.
I would still be down to go to Thailand, Vietnam. My dream trip is Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines. I think it's dope.
That's your dream trip?
Yeah, because I got homies.
You don't want to go to Fiji?
No, I got homies who are
fuck.
Because over there you get a plate of food. Like say you go to Chinese.
Oh, that's why it's your dream trip. Because you get a plate of food. Fat fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd rather go to Fiji and see these beautiful islands or some fucking crazy place in Italy.
You think I want to take my shirt off on the beach? No.
Yeah, dude. Who gives a fuck?
I want to go to a place where like if I go
Don't let these fucks fat shame you with their one follower.
If I go to China Walk right here around the corner and I get a fucking three-piece combo, it's gonna be $15. If I go to fucking Vietnam or like Philippines, it's gonna be 75 cents. And the beers are a quarter.
Cheap bastard.
And they got the best beaches in the world. Their water is sparkling blue, way more sparkling than the Bahamas, and that's something you don't know. Do your research. And the only reason why I do know is because I have a bunch of Filipino fucking coworkers. They tell me about that shit.
I've never heard anyone promote the beaches.
Look up the Filipino beaches, dog. And people are sending beers for a quarter.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say Bahamas. I said Fiji.
Better than Fiji.
It just says who.
Look it up. Yeah, you do your research, my boy.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. Because everyone's always wanted a fucking vacation to Vietnam and the Philippines and Thailand. and not fucking Fiji.
Food
that
is
makes
cheap.
sense.
Hotels are cheap.
That makes all
One of the
sense.
richest countries in the world.
But if you go on vacation, you're not going on vacation for cheap. You're going on vacation.
One of the
vacation.
richest and most luxurious places in the world is Singapore. And then before you get there, you have to go through Vietnam, Philippines, Thailand, and then you get to Singapore. Singapore is like the fucking New York of like Asia.
Well, yeah, that's money out there.
Once you get there, like, all right, we're here to spend money.
Yeah, I was telling my homie that this one girl that we knew, she's like goes on like trips to like, she's like in Dubai on a boat with like 6 other girls and shit. And then he goes, yeah, she was like working hard all summer. She had this job and another job and she was just saving up and working hard. I was like, my guy. She has fake lips now and she has a fake ass and she Botoxes. Yeah, she's hot.
What he fucked up was
you think
believing her.
you think she's just bartending at 2 different jobs and just vacationing in Abu Dhabi? Like, she's like, yeah, she saved up to where I was like, oh, whatever you want to tell yourself, my guy. Whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Whatever you want to believe, but like,
yeah, but
this trip has been paid in advance.
This trip has been paid in advance, and she did disgusting things to disgusting people.
Facts.
Sorry about that, my guy. That sucks.
Facts. Jeff, what is one of your favorite Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat pages, or anything on the internet to follow right now?
Eggs Tyrone.
What is that? What is that?
Shane Gillis mentioned it one time on Joe Rogan, and I love it.
You talk, I'm gonna go piss.
It's these people, they fucking be dancing, but when they're dancing, they play completely different music. So it's at a bar mitzvah, and they play fucking it's a party, it's a party, it's a party, and it's fantastic. All right, now while this fat fuck is pissing, let me tell you guys something. You better believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then that's cool too. Who cares? It doesn't matter. There's too many people in this world. We need another pandemic. They said, oh, the pandemic wiped out half the world. But still, I'm waiting 2 fucking red lights to make a left to go into Target. There's still too many people in this world. Okay? So, if someone wants to be stupid and do some dumb shit and they might die, let them. Who cares? Don't save them. You're not a superhero. You're not the boys. You're not Spider-Man. You ain't Spider-Cuz. You ain't none of that. Okay? So, we need more people to leave. Kill the pedophiles. Kill people who put the toilet paper the other way around, like a backwards whistle. They don't put it over. They put it under. Kill them. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? People who don't change the toilet paper. If you don't change the toilet paper, kill them. People who don't change the Brita in the fridge. Never mind. I've done that a couple times. Don't kill them. They just made a mistake. Honest mistake. It's all good. We can make it through. It doesn't matter. We move on. Now, this guy's back. Look at that. He took up the whole screen. You didn't even know.
Hold up.
Yeah, holla.
If you made it this far into this episode, this is part 3. Typically, we drop 1 episode every Friday, which is an hour long. We're trying something new. We're doing 3 parts. So like 15, 20 minutes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you made it this far, if you enjoyed this,
You hate yourself.
If you made it this far, if you enjoyed this shit better, let us know. We're trying to do something better with y'all want, because we noticed that you guys enjoy the Instagram clips and all the short clips better. So we're bringing you short format clips. You feel me?
Yes, sir. And any bad movies, don't give me no good ass movie to review. No Goodfellas, nothing like that. Any bad, corny, shitty little movies you want me to watch, you let me know. If I gotta pay for it, you pay for it. If not, if it's on Amazon or some shit, YouTube, whatever, freebie, fucking Tubu or whatever that shit's called, you let me know. I'll watch it and I'll give you the greatest review you've ever heard in your
Facts.
life.
Any movie that has like a negative Rotten Tomatoes review, the worst movie on IMDb, DM us, let us know. Jeff will watch all the worst movies to the best movies, and then he'll give you a review about it.
What does that stand for?
Diabetic.
I'm diabetic?
Diabetic.
Nah, IMDb.
That was the nickname to my homie.
Safety. What?
That was the nickname to the homie that.
That was your nickname. Shut up.
Because I
was like, I got a friend.
He was 13.
I'm asking for a friend. That was your nickname. It's a diabetes.
And then he said like shoot himself with some orange shit. And then he goes, "You guys want to see a cool trick?" And then he'll pop his cock out and he'll just like shit out red. I'm like, "Why the fuck is your piss red?" He's like, "Oh, I have diabetes." And he's like type 1 diabetes. He was like 13. We're like, "Oh, this was an alien way."
What?
Yeah, we used to call him DB, diabetes boy.
First question, why are you watching him pee? Second question,
he would thought it was funny. He goes, "Look at this," and he will piss.
Was
It'll
it like
be
pure
bright
red?
like volcano red? We'll be right here, kid, in my backyard. He goes, I'm gonna go piss in the tree. I'm like, all right, that's cool. He goes, and then like just enough to not show us his cock, but look. And then
What do you mean not show you his cock? He's pissing.
But he would like block it with his body. But the stream, we'll see the stream, and usually the stream is like white or yellow. His shit will be volcano red, like my shorts.
That made me sad. I don't know. That's just crazy. That's insane. That's
one time that fool came over and we were playing PlayStation, and then he's all like,
pissed on your
he's all like,
PlayStation?
I don't want to come over. I'm tired. I'm like, no, fuck that. Stop being a bitch. Fool, come kick it. And he goes, no, I'm tired. I'm like,
The
stop
man's
being
pissing blood,
I'm
Mo.
like, stop being a bitch. He goes, he came over, and then I used to always smoke him on like WWE SmackDown or fucking what was the Thursday night
That was
one?
a great game.
WrestleMania 2000. I should just invite him so I could kick his ass in the game.
Those
right?
games, those old
he was so
wrestling games
poor.
were the
He was so
shit.
poor that he couldn't afford any consoles. So I was just like, just practice on him. He came over one day and I was beating him up. And then one day he just like he passed out. Like, he just passed out. I'm all like, hey, DB, Richard, what's up? Wake up. And his lips went white, his eyes went white. He just went all white. And he's half black, so he's really dark, right? With curly hair.
He went
I'm like,
white-faced?
what the fuck? He's like, give me orange juice. So
He needed some sugar.
I ran to the fucking fridge. I got a fucking orange juice and I started pouring it in his mouth. And he slowly started coming back to life. I'm all like, what the fuck happened, bro? What the fuck's wrong with you? Well, you can't die in my house. Then go die in the front yard. What's wrong? My parents are gonna get mad if you die in my room, fool. You can't do
I
that
gotta
shit.
clean it.
He goes, oh, I told you I had diabetes. And then from that moment on, we're like, damn, we really got to start taking
You're
care
like
of this
that
fool.
Chappelle Show skit when he's balling that little fucking hospital kid up in street ball. But speaking of the SmackDown, you saw Vince McMahon retired?
Bro, didn't we talk about that when Vince was here? Like, it's about time.
Probably, but like, fuck that Vince. Vince McMahon, though, legend. Fucking legend. I watched this like clip. It was like
Pioneer.
a highlight of like all his wild moments. Bro, dropping the N-word. It was do-rag Vince McMahon.
Booker T.
Yeah, Booker T and John Cena. The fucking, just the shit he would do when he had a lie detector test in the middle of the ring and he said, I am not a pervert. And that shit said, ah, and he was like, bro, Vince McMahon is a legend, bro.
Facts.
Just because like the way he was all hella steroided out when he would walk down to the ring, he's just all red and purple, but buff as shit and old. Like, bro, Vince McMahon is a fucking legend.
Honestly, we could like try to like nitpick and talk a lot of shit about Vince McMahon.
Nah,
but Vince McMahon is a really big part of anyone's childhood that's been born like from 85 to 2005.
100%, bro. Like that's,
He's a legend,
that man is like
Entertainer.
solidified.
He's an entertainer.
He
birthed
is
so many
the
millionaires.
Entertainer. Like he is the epitome of an entertainer. And he's like, yeah, man. And like back in the day, you used to hate on him, and like, but when you get older, you just and look at those old clips from the Attitude Era.
Funny.
Bro, like that man just lived like he was television. He knew that shit. He was just like, I'm television, I'm entertainment. He knew his role and he did not shut his mouth like The Rock said. But yeah, fucking Vince McMahon, legendary career, one of the greatest of all time, one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Facts. I would never like on this show, a lot of times we talk shit about people, make fun of people, but Vince McMahon deserves his flowers. He did a great thing. He was part of my childhood, entertained me, great stories. He will give the people their stories, their characters and shit. And we'll get into that some other time, maybe when Vince is here. But at the end of the day, Jeff, this is the end of the episode. If you made it this far in this episode, this is part 3. This is something new. Usually we drop a big ass fucking episode on Friday, but now we did Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you made it this far, you were officially one of my favorite people in the world. You are a real Liddy.
And we love you.
You made this shit.
And he will fuck you.
DM me. Let's be homies.
Send him a dick pic.
Like, let's be real
Send him
friends.
titty pics.
We're friends. We out of here, Jeff. What's the last thing you gotta say before we go?
Sometimes it don't fit.
Take us out of here.
Sometimes it don't fit. And when it doesn't fit, you gotta make it fit. All right? So, just let us know if it fits. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't matter. Who cares? We out.